What's going on, Jerome's? Happy Victory Monday to those who celebrate, and we certainly do. Quick announcement, holiday donation drive is on. All Venmo sent to the show at Purple for the Win or Super Chat or however you want to do it. In December, we'll go to various Twin Cities food shelves, and also we'll be matching up to $1,000. Probably more. So get those donations in and help a lot of good people in need during this holiday season. Also, something that's been helping out the Minnesota Vikings is the entering of new GM adofo-mensah as well as new head coach Kevin O'Connell. Now, during the offseason, this 2022 season was labeled a competitive rebuild, right? So it's like adding some young players, keeping some old ones, trying to improve on the 8-9 record last year. But it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good because the bringing in of the new culture, believing in one of another, people saying hi to Brian O'Neill in the hallway. It's pretty awesome, man. And they decided to hitch their wagons to Kirky with JEROME, Ezekiel Cousins, looking pretty good right now because it's hard to see. It's hard to see without my glasses. I don't know. And even though Kwesi definitely punted on a lot of Spielman's former players, especially that 2021 third round, minus Patrick Jones, a little bit rough, but it's turned out pretty good. So let's just take a step back and look and see where the Vikings are. 2022, they're 10-2, which if you told me that at the start of the season through 12 games, the Vikings were going to go all Doyle Brunson 10-2 on the bit, I probably would have said no. Even though Colin Cowherd, I guess the Vikings aren't going to get to a 16-1 prediction. Oh well, but they're 9-0 in one-score games, and people throw that out there as a demerit, is like, oh, you can't blow your opponents out. Winning close games takes skill. It does. It takes game management. It takes clock management. It takes believing. It takes not getting and feeling sorry for yourself. It's making the big play when you need it. That's what the Vikings have done. Like any team could blow out another team 40-3, 38-7. I don't know. I don't know. But the Vikings finding ways to win close games when they've lost close games in previous years, that does take skill. And their only two losses on the docket are Philly week 2 and then also against Dallas. And they're two of the teams that are playing some of the best ball in the National Football League right now. Hold on. I think the Cowboys just scored against the Colts again. It's kind of crazy. They also swept the AFC East. So the Patriots, the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Bills. It's one of the best divisions in the National Football League, and they swept them. The Vikings not only can clinch the NFC North this week, but they also have clinched the AFC East. Yeah, because why the hell not? But the Vikings, I mean, if this is how the competitive rebuild is going to go, they're massively ahead of schedule. And the Vikings, like we mentioned, can secure the division, winning at Detroit this week. This ain't Detroit, man. This is Super Bowl, even though the Lions are playing some good football right now. But that could be a notch in the belt. Week 14 of an 18-week season. That's pretty damn impressive. And the NFL playoff picture right meow. The Vikings are sitting in the 2 spot. Yes, the Niners are still hanging around. But I think this is going to come down to the Niners versus the Vikings versus the Eagles duking out for that number 1 spot. But of course, the Eagles have the head-to-head. So if they don't slip up, the Vikings sort of SOL. But if you told me, or any fan, just anyone before the start of the season, hey, new GM, new head coach, new offense, new defense, new special teams, you're going to be in the 2 seed and 10-2 and also potentially securing the division week 14, you would take it. Yeah, absolutely would. And the Vikings, I mean, they're going to be good to go so take care of business at Detroit, you're going to be good. And then you got 2 straight home games against the Colts, who I don't know if Jeff Saturday's cut out for this job, Ben. And then you got the Giants, who the wheels have sort of come off after a fast start. It is what it is on Christmas Eve. And then you got 2 road games at Packers. They may be dead and gone by then. It might be Jordan Love. And then you got the Bears, which Justin Fields will have 9,000 yards, but the Bears will still lose by 20. That's exactly what they've been doing. So, I mean, the Vikings, PFF point out they have the weakest remaining schedule. That was even including the Jets, who had one of the best defenses in the league, respect. But the Vikings, I mean, this isn't a fluke. I mean, 1 or 2, maybe 3 one-score games. Yes, you could say fluky. You could say that the stretch between the Lions, Saints, and the Bears, Dolphins, sure, that's a little bit fluky. And you're doing it against backup quarterbacks there, and you also got some puck luck and blah, 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 and all that stuff. But, I mean, the rest of the way, not so much. I mean, the Commies are good. The Bills are obviously a good team. Dallas, the Patriots are still one of the best defenses in the NFL. The Jets are a damn good football team. So, this ain't luck. This ain't luck. So the Vikings are massively ahead of schedule when it comes to the competitive rebuild. And We're just enjoying things right now. And also, guess what? This is going to ramp up the expectations for next year because, no matter what happens, I mean, the Vikings win the Super Bowl, they lose in the Super Bowl, they lose wherever. Doesn't matter. Expectations are going to go up for next year because they got to bring it. Because even though this team has a lot of veterans and there's going to be some awkward conversations with veteran contracts this offseason, this team is still relatively young at heart, and the Super Bowl window, wide open, man. It's wide open. But your thoughts are our thoughts. How's the competitive rebuild going for Kwesi and Kevin O'Connell? Pretty damn good. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.